Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Ongoing military campaigns between Israel and Iran on Monday did not spare journalists as the Islamic Republic of Iran Broadcasting IRIB building in Tehran was hit by Israeli missile, with the Israel Defense Forces IDF saying that the media was one of the Israeli military targets to block the military communications of Iran armed forces, which the Iran armed forces immediately retaliated with ballistic missiles fired into Israel. And IDF, in a statement issued late hours on Monday, confirmed that millions of Israeli residents are currently running into bomb shelters with air raid sirens sounding across several places in Israel. A video currently trending on social media showed the TV host, Sahar Amami, fleeing the studio when the station was hit by a missile during a live broadcast. Although there are reports from Iran that the state media resumed normal operations minutes after the attack, but there are unconfirmed reports that some journalists were killed in the attack as part of the building was completely on fire. This international news agency, Reuters, put the total deaths recorded so far since the war began on Friday at 248, quoting Iranian source of Iran suffering 224 deaths, and Israeli source saying Israel has recorded 24 deaths. Local media reported that the Israeli airstrikes hit the headquarters of the Islamic Republic of Iran Broadcasting IRIB in Tehran, Iran's main state-run media network, at about 6:34 p.m. on Monday. The reports indicated that the strike disrupted television and radio signals reaching tens of millions of Iranians across the country and beyond. Initial reports say casualties have occurred, though exact figures are still unconfirmed, according to local media. The IDF said the attack was part of its broader campaign targeting military infrastructure inside Iran. Israel Defense Forces IDF, in a number of tweets, stated that, once again, millions of Israelis are forced to run to shelter following projectile fire from Iran. Recap of our recent operations over Tehran. Strike on two F-14 fighter jets that were located at an airport in Tehran. These jets were intended to intercept Israeli aircraft. Thwarted a UAV launch attempt toward Israel. Eliminated a launch cell minutes before launch toward Israel after intelligence tracked and identified its launch team deploying UAV launchers and weapons. Today, the Israeli Air Force conducted a precise strike based on intelligence targeting a communication center that was being used for military purposes by the Iranian armed forces. The building was used by the Iranian armed forces under the guise of civilian activity, covering up the military use of the center's infrastructure and assets. Prior to the strike, the IDF provided an effective advanced warning to the civilian population, including phone calls, to mitigate harm to civilians as far as feasible, IDF stated. Reuters reported that footage showed a newsreader hurrying from her seat as a blast struck. The conflict entered its fifth day on Tuesday, with air raid sirens sounding in Tel Aviv shortly after midnight as Iran launched additional missiles toward Israel. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi told four European counterparts that Iran was serious about diplomacy but its current focus was on confronting aggression, Iranian state media reported. Israel has said its goal is to eliminate Tehran's ability to develop a nuclear weapon. Iran says more than 224 Iranians have been killed, most of them civilians. Israel says 24 people have been killed, all of them civilians. Sources told Reuters that Tehran had asked Oman, Qatar and Saudi Arabia to press U.S. President Donald Trump to use his influence on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to push for an immediate ceasefire. In return, Iran would show flexibility in nuclear negotiations, said the two Iranian and three regional sources. Meanwhile, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, while at a site of damaged building as a result of Iran missiles in Israel, said, Iran will pay a very heavy price for the murder of women, children, and innocent civilians. And it will happen soon. I am here at the scene together with the rescue forces and the Home Front Command. On behalf of the people of Israel, we send a hug to the families and once again call on every citizen, obey the instructions. It saves lives. We are in an existential battle, facing a cruel enemy who is planning destruction. Our soldiers and pilots are operating bravely, above the skies of Iran. This is a war of salvation. We will strike them with one blow, and we will win. Iran President Masoud Pezeshkian in a tweet on Monday said that, in a phone call with the Turkish president today, I emphasized that we did not start the war, but we will respond to the Zionist crimes with authority, and at whatever level they attack, they will receive a response at the same level. We do not seek to escalate the war, but we will respond to any aggression against Iran in a regrettable manner. We had reported that not less than 100 persons, mostly civilians, have been confirmed dead less than 48 hours since, on Friday early morning night, Israel and Iran began new massive waves of offensive military campaigns that have forced commercial airplanes to avoid the troubled Middle East airspace as the two countries fly missiles of mass destruction in the air corridors, with local media confirming Iran ballistic missile killed 10 persons and injured more than 20 others at a single building struck at Bat Yam city in Israel as the angry Iranian soldiers launched a massive all-night continuous air bombardments campaign against the state of Israel that earlier on Friday began the new offensive military campaign when it flew fighter jets to strike Iranian military homes, nuclear weapon facilities, killing Iran nuclear weapon scientists, military leaders including Iranian Chief of Staff and Commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, alongside almost 60 civilian death casualties. This, President Donald Trump of the United States, U.S. in a statement issued on Friday shortly after Israeli attack via his personal verified social media handle on his own Truth social media platform, praised and boasted about the military strength and capability of Israel, saying, things will only get worse for Iran because he gave them a chance to make a deal but they ignored the chance, adding with some level of mockery that the Iranian hardliners who spoke bravely are now dead as a result of the Israel attack on Iran, saying with emphasis that the US produces the best level military equipment anywhere in the world, and Israel already has a lot of the US military leather equipments, adding that Israel knows how to use the weapons and more will be giving to them, and in another statement issued also through the Truth social media platform on Saturday shortly after the unprecedented military parades to mark the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States Army, President Donald Trump threatened to unleash the full strength and might of the U.S. armed forces to attack Iran at a level never seen before if Iran dare attack U.S. in any way, shape or form, claiming that the U.S. had nothing to do with the Israeli attack on Iran. Reacting earlier, Iran's supreme leader, Imam Saeed Ali Khamenei, said Iran will retaliate Israeli attack with a strong response of no mercy, just as Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian said Israeli attack on Tehran on Friday killed military commanders, nuclear scientists, women and children, while wishing President Donald Trump and U.S. Armed Forces happy birthday on Saturday. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu alleged that Iran made an attempt to assassinate President Donald Trump twice, adding that Israel attacked the military and nuclear facilities in Tehran on Friday because Iran was building intercontinental nuclear weapons that could be used to destroy Israel and any other country in the world.
آنچه که ملاحظه می‌کنید تجاوز رژیم صهیونیستی به خاک جمهوری اسلامی ایران و منطقه صدا و سیما است. آنچه که ملاحظه کردید تجاوز آشکار رژیم صهیونیستی به صدا و سیمای جمهوری اسلامی ایران است. معاونت سیاسی صدا و سیمای جمهوری اسلامی ایران هدف حمله متجاوز قرار گرفت. الله اکبر، الله اکبر، الله اکبر. مردم شریف ایران آگاه باشید، آنچه که دیدید صدایی که شنیدید صدای متجاوز به خاک وطن، صدای متجاوز به صدای حق و حقیقت است. آنچه که ملاحظه کردید، صدایی که شنیدید، فضای غبارآلود استادیوم
Osas who are connected, bringing you the news in a more digital way.